quite a simple philosophy when I do my eye makeup. I quite like to use cream-based products because I find them easy to apply and to build up, and I really like using my finger. So I'm just going to start off with a very neutral shade like that, and I'm just going to take it in my ring finger, and I'm going to, without a mirror, just apply it in the recess of my socket, and I'm just going to press it down and go back and forth. And I'm not going to go too far over this way, but this is just building up a little bit of base color, which will hopefully make my eyes look bluer. And when you're choosing eye shades, just don't always go with the shade of your eye, because that won't make that color look bluer. So for me to put a blue eyeshadow on, I won't have a bluer eye. Generally, I'll have a blue eye if I use sort of bronzes and browns and sort of steel grays. If you have a warm brown eye with yellow in the middle, go for those bronzy tones. And if you have a very cool dark brown eye, then you could even look at a wash of sort of gold with some burgundy. But I just then have blended up here, and it's given some definition to my socket. And I've gone slightly above the brow bone, but I go in this sort of Bermuda triangle here, like that. And I'm going to keep it lighter towards the middle. Put less in the corner, because I have quite close set eyes, so I want to widen out my eyes. So the more I can just focus on the exterior, the better. So I'm just going to define my eye a little bit more with a slightly darker shade, and this is a cooler, more steel color, and I'm just going to put that on the outside bit, but still going back and forth with my finger to sort of create a little bit of depth. With an eyeliner pencil, many of us can start with an eye makeup routine in our early 20s, black eyeliner, and it was simple and it worked and we felt good about it and we washed and went. And then suddenly we look at our skin and we look at our face when we've grown up and things have changed, but we're still doing that same eye makeup routine, but what it's doing now is closing up your eye. So be very aware that the eyeliner as a concept is fantastic. It can be your best asset, but it can be the worst. So the way I like to apply it is to just close my eyes, and I use a cool dark brown shade, I don't use black, and just dot on your upper lashes as you go back and forth, dot, dot, dot. And then take a brush, little brush like that, and just soften the line. So all it's doing is giving an emphasis to your lash line, but it's not closing up your eye. The same applies to the under eye, so that you don't close up your eye and make it look smaller. Just dot in between the lash line. Don't draw a hard line. The most important thing for me when I do mascara is I take the brush and I take off the excess, because I don't like to have it too clumpy looking. And then what I do is I go really far in to my eyeball and I draw it out. And what this does is it allows the mascara to leave a thick part behind closest to my eye, which will actually give a thickness to the eyelash. So I'll show you. So I go right in like that, and I twizzle and go round, and then I pull it out. I sometimes do put mascara on my bottom lashes, especially in the evening, but when I do, I just do the tiniest little occasional every other one. I don't religiously do them all. Voila! One of my favorite things to do for lips is actually to use a tint, like a lip to cheek color or a lip to cheek tint. I want it to be a shade brighter than my natural lip pigment color. And then I might put over it a little lip gloss. I'm using a mixture of apricot with a little bit of shine in it, and I'm putting that on top of the stain, and it just should, the right lip color should make your eyes pop. And those are my top makeup tips as you grow up.